staying on a routine in seeking knowledge? And that's a very important question, and it's a question at AMAU we get it a lot, and we see it a lot, that actually so many of our students don't stay on a routine. And I don't know if I have the perfect answer for you, to be honest with you. I don't know if I have an answer for you which is, it brings everything. But there are some points to think about. The first thing is stay motivated. Go back to the early lessons that talk about motivating you for seeking knowledge and making the path to Jannah easy and raising the ranks and what you want to be with this knowledge and what you want to do with it, and stay motivated. That's very important. The second thing is surround yourself with people who have a good routine, or if you can't do that, surround yourself with a group of people who want to have a good routine. So if you can find people who already have a good routine, that's fantastic, that's amazing, and that's what you should do. If you can't, and you can find yourself with a group of people who all of them aspire to having a good routine, and you help each other out, then I think that's also something which is a very good idea, inshallah ta'ala. Make it easy and achievable. Like some of them say, make it winnable. Don't set yourself a routine that is nearly impossible for you to achieve. Set yourself a routine that is achievable and winnable and doable. And then inshallah ta'ala, gradually increase it over time. Don't look at the long term. Don't look at the long term. What I mean by that is, don't say, oh, I want to memorize, the Kutub al-Sitta, but right now I'm struggling. I couldn't even memorize 3 hadith. And don't let the long term goal be something that demotivates you. But just continue with just that few hadith, even if it's 1 a week, just a little bit by a little bit by a little bit, and you'll get there. See yourself as somebody who is just putting one foot in front of the other foot. And as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other foot and your general curriculum is good, you'll get there in the end, inshallah. And the last thing I would suggest is don't quit. And I know it sounds like people might say, well, obviously don't quit. But what I really mean that. I look at my own situation in the Jamia, Islamic University of Medina. There were some pretty rough times. There were some times that were pretty hard. And there were times when I didn't feel I was doing very well. And there were times when I felt like I was maybe, people will say you're wasting your time. But you have to have this kind of mentality and stubbornness that whatever happens, I am not going to quit. Whatever happens, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. And I think that itself, it goes a long, long way, inshallah ta'ala. And I remember there were times when, I don't know, maybe I wasn't learning a lot, but just my mentality was, I am not going to quit. Do whatever is going to happen here, how hard it is, how little I understand, how much I don't feel good about it, how much I'm enjoying or not enjoying, I am not going to stop. Whatever it takes. They're only going to carry me out of here in a coffin, for want of a better word, or a shroud. We shouldn't say a coffin. But that kind of mentality. And that actually, I believe, on its own would make so much better the experience of the students at AMAU and elsewhere. It's just to be like, whatever, I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to keep going video after video after video. Because along comes someone says, you see, the problem is, AMAU is complicated. It would have been better if you joined this institute. And you join that institute, do the same thing again. Because the problem is not solved. Don't get me wrong, I have no problem with people at other institutes. I think it's, there's so many good institutes and you pick which one works for you. But what you see is, you see people with the mentality is wrong. So they're like, yeah, the reason, and someone comes along and says, yeah, this AMAU is complicated and it's hard, and they make things hard for you, and there's a lot of studies, and just you should have just gone to this institute. Okay, let's go to this institute. Same thing, because the mentality is not right. It's not right here. It's not right here in the heart. So from there, it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to find problems. And Allah knows best.